Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
Why does it matter to members that Aetna was named a Best Medicare Advantage company by U.S. News and World Report? Because they chose a plan that gives them real support, real people, and real care. We show up with care management that ensures doctors work together on complicated conditions. We show up with the latest in online tools to make healthcare easier to use anytime. We don't show up for awards. We show up for you. And showing up for you is how healthier happens together.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Start the year off moving, not hurting. With joint pain, if it's holding you back, listen up. There's a way to get relief without surgery, no downtime, and without putting your life on pause. Dr. Tesner and the other pros right here at QC Kinetics in Columbus, Ohio, they can deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair areas that are causing you the pain. Those achy hips, knees, shoulders, back, wherever it hurts. And the results, 97% of Cleveland patients report satisfaction with their results. So instead of facing an invasive operation that sidelines you for months, these treatments, they happen right in office and you go about your day. I should know. I've had them. My dad has had them. They feel good and they can deliver life-changing results. Imagine moving around better, being stronger, planning the year you actually want. Do not wait. January is supposed to be a clean slate, so make it yours. So go call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Hey folks, winter is here. The number one cost for everyone each month are those pesky heating bills that never stop increasing. It is time to take action and do something about it. Call USA Insulation today and get your home insulated with our premium foam for only $99 a month. Interest-free. That's right, $99 a month. You can have a warm, cozy home that you and your family deserves. 529-2440, 529-2440, or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I grew up here, and after 25 years of telling this community's stories, this place still means so much to me. When I'm not in the newsroom, I'm usually out supporting the same people and causes I care deeply about. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
I was ordering food from our usual place for the big meeting. My VP said, "Please, God, no."
For workplaces suffering with corporate catering deficiency, every day's a struggle.
The food was always meh and over budget. Before Easy Cater, I thought that was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat CCD with a huge variety of restaurants, help meet dietary needs, and stay on budget. Use daily. One platform lets you save time and thrive. Ask your web browser about Easy Cater or start an order at easycater.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker. For the second time in franchise history, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. They beat the New England Patriots 29-13 last night in Super Bowl 60. Running back Kenneth Walker III, your Super Bowl MVP. He rushes for 135 yards. After the game, Seahawks OC Clint Kubiak announced he'll be the Raiders' next head coach. The Ohio State women's basketball team jumped up one spot in the latest AP poll to number 8 after their 80-64 win over Oregon yesterday. Saturday. The Lady Bucks are off until Sunday when they host number 20 Maryland at 2. Get more on the Buckeyes tonight at 6 with Buckeye Roundtable here on The Fan. The Cleveland Cavaliers in Denver to take on the Nuggets tonight at 9. This one brought to you by the Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Cooling, and Heating. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
All right, final hour of the program, Rothman and Ice. Ian Fitzsimmons at 2:30, if he's available.
I wonder if he has a voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my
Who
goodness.
knows? We'll reach out to him at 2:30. His bro is the assistant to the special teams coach with the Seattle Seahawks, who are the champs. I was probably leaning towards Seattle in rooting. I think it's a good story. I'm not the Viking fan that wanted Darnold to fail. I'm actually happy for him. Maybe that puts me in a rare situation.
Think J.J. McCarthy was rooting for him last night?
I don't know where his mind is at all. I know a GM lost his job over it, probably, over Darnold making the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, it was just some odd stuff, like maybe some in-house fighting going on, too, and maybe it was rooted in that as well. But, it's not the best look for sure, but I understand why the Vikings made the decision that they made. I do, but it's tough to see that guy up there on the stage yesterday thinking of, we had him last year in a very, very good regular season, and the guy that we replaced him with this year wasn't available that much, and when he did play, didn't play very well.
He needed a complete team, and he also needed to play fairly well to a certain floor, and that's what Sam Darnold did, so give it to him. I also feel like my lean towards New England may be odd to you. It wasn't about a player or coach. It wasn't that. Part of me would have liked to have seen, if the Patriots won, that Kraft would get a Lombardi without Belichick or Brady. I think that would have been an interesting story. And everyone didn't know whether this was real, but then I think we realized it was. Yeah. That Belichick and his girlfriend were at the Carolina Duke game, and she's wearing a T-shirt that says Orchids of Asia with caricatures on a massage table. Like, what? I know that maybe they don't like each other.
Wait. What?
That she was trolling Kraft.
This wasn't AI, then?
I don't believe so. TLC's in that incognito world. He might be able to tell me. What? But I saw enough of it.
It appeared on my feed.
And are you confirming that this was real? Because it's sad
honestly,
that I even have to ask this,
like,
honestly.
Why?
It didn't even cross my mind to confirm it. I was just like, wow, that happened.
What?
So I didn't even question it.
So you're telling... Go ahead, Ayers.
The only beef that she would have would be coming from Bill.
Correct.
She wouldn't have invented that on her own.
No. I mean...
Exactly. Maybe a drop that lives in infamy.
There was the story that came out this year that he wasn't allowing New England scouts around North Carolina practices. So maybe there is still some static between the two parties. But her doing that is just like, come on, what are we doing?
His girlfriend wore a T-shirt
trolling Robert
from
Kraft.
Orchids of Asia Day Spa, which, if you don't know the story, was the Florida massage parlor that was tied to Kraft's prostitution bust 7 years ago.
That happened.
So, I mean, he's in the stands. They're watching the game. Like, what?
She's
why
doing
would
too much, man. She's doing too much.
Why wouldn't he say, they're leaving the hotel room, why wouldn't he say,
wear that.
Okay, around the house, we'll get a good laugh?
I just think, AR, sometimes you can get in a relationship with somebody and they do some things to you and it just changes your mind, and you just lose your mind.
They call it fashion messaging. Get with the program.
Like some of the things that he has been attached to with this woman, I just never thought I would see the day. But this man is in love and then some, because Bill Belichick was the most anti-look at me, anti-talking anything like that. Like, he never got close to any of that. And being in the public eye at that game with the world watching, knowing the attention that it was going to get, for him to check that box and be like, yeah, let's go, like you're saying, that's an upset for me. That's crazy.
So
I did not
cute.
See
that. Sticking up for her man. Let me wear the Orchids of Asia Day Spa shirt. All right, so actually I started, and before I even saw that, I was thinking about, okay, this would be cool if he won one without either one. Like, if he did. Obviously, it didn't happen, and we've talked about the game. Let me pay off on some of these props that did pay off.
Okay.
So, by the way, the only time they showed Kraft, I thought he was yawning. Like, I was surprised that I didn't see him at all during the game, and there were times where I thought they would.
He didn't get a lot of run.
He didn't.
Yeah.
And when they did show him, he was yawning. Which Patriots celebrity fan will be shown first? The winner was John Bon Jovi at plus 600. Will a football be used as a prop for a halftime performance? Yes. By the way, that was the underdog. It paid plus 550.
Yeah, Bad Bunny did it at the end, right? The end
he was carrying it the whole way.
Oh, that's right. And at the end, he had another one with some message on it. Yeah.
So, will an unauthorized person get on the field? Well, there was a half streaker. He was just a shirt off. That was an underdog. That paid. So we don't know whether he was paid to do that so people could win a bet. I don't know.
Didn't somebody cash in on that last year or the year before?
Yes. And then like an idiots told people.
And then Sportsbook ripped it away from them, didn't they? I think they did.
Will there be an onside kick attempt? There was.
Yeah.
And I think it was Halani that grabbed it. And that one went off at 4-1. So the unauthorized streaker was 3-1 as a bet that people won. Will there be a special teams or defensive touchdown? Plus 250. So that paid.
Cashed.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the environment in there, AR, coming through the TV?
Well, the first thing I noticed was just how beautiful a day it was out there.
Yeah,
like,
really
I'm glad
nice.
they got their decent outdoor day.
I think they were saying it was like 67, 65 degrees, something like that out there. Just beautiful. Couldn't beat it.
The field, that was real grass, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, like it was perfect. Like the field was
sleep
great.
on that grass.
Yeah. Listen, the atmosphere was good. I mean,
I honestly felt like there was a pretty strong Seattle presence. Like, it felt that way to me. Like, a lot of these Super Bowls, you just feel
East
like
Coast team going to Santa Clara.
Exactly, right? And then, San Francisco and Seattle not being that far from each other. But, yeah, it felt like Seattle had a nice presence in there. But just the brand now of the Seahawks, like the Steelers have an identity and certain teams just have an identity. For now, I think they've built something to where you look at their 2 Super Bowls, and what's led them to a couple Lombardi trophies is just tremendous defense, right? Like, the LOB with Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, and that crew. And then now you have these guys that you brought in. We mentioned it on Friday, the young guys that they have on the back end, DeMarcus Lawrence and that crew. And by the way, shout out to DeMarcus Lawrence. He called his shot. Remember that interview that he did with, I think, somebody from either Seattle or just an NFL media member where he was like, I didn't think I could win a Super Bowl in Dallas. And Micah Parsons and a couple of the guys didn't like that. And he was like, I think I could win one in Seattle. And he was absolutely proven right in that decision. But the identity of the Seahawks, when I see that brand now, it's kind of like that tough, rugged style of football where they're just going to fly around and knock your head off.
They have drafted really well to put themselves in a position where they don't need the elite of all elite quarterbacks. That's the key, that they view that as a true team game. And when we always ask the question, can you win a Super Bowl with him? We're usually answering the question from the wrong vantage point. We're always answering it from an individual vantage point. We're never saying, well, if you plop this guy into the right team, you could win one. That's the question we should be saying. Witherspoon was drafted in 23. Derek Hall was a round 2 guy.
Witherspoon's an Illinois guy, right? He went to Illinois?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Byron Murphy, like Witherspoon, Derek Hall, and Byron Murphy all had 2 sacks apiece. And those are just a couple of the names he's drafted.
And the other part
and they
of that
weren't
too.
like household names.
Right. And I'm glad you mentioned the guy that's doing the drafting, and that's John Schneider. He's been around for a long time in Seattle, and he is now stamped as one of the best GMs in the game. But the young talent that you're talking about that they brought in, you have the right chef that knows what to do with the ingredients. They made a great hire in Mike McDonald, right? And
From your squad, right?
Absolutely. And I think we were saying that prior to them even winning the Super Bowls, you could just feel this guy came in there, laid down the foundation of what was going to be a rock-solid team. And so you draft these guys pretty high on defense, a defensive-minded head coach that is the play caller on that side of the ball as well. And it's just all coming together with the type of quarterback play that you're talking about. And by the way, it doesn't hurt either that you got the offensive player of the year in Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it was just the perfect storm for them. And just timing is everything in this, right? Where Sam Darnold had to wait his time. The unfortunate injury to Zach Charbonnet opened the door and opportunity for Kenneth Walker to be the Super Bowl MVP. And for JSN, the timing of, hey, the franchise saying, we're good on Tyler Lockett, we're good on DK Metcalf, we believe in you. And from week one all the way down, this dude absolutely delivered. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool story, man. And the Seattle Seahawks kind of enter an elite company as franchises that have won a couple Super Bowls.
And Witherspoon sealed the victory with that play, for sure. And remember, this is the guy that traded Metcalf and leaned into Darnold where people were questioning that.
And said goodbye to Geno Smith.
And said goodbye to Geno and said goodbye to Pete Carroll.
Right.
And hired the youngest NFL coach at the time. All right, we're going to come back with the storylines. You and I are going to remember our top three next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan. The only beef that she would have would be coming from Bill.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. I just freaked the hell out of someone. The Fan.
College. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Fall is a season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leave with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any four-tire purchase.
And Michelin's up to $100 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Michelin's and save up to $100 more. See store for details.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
My toilet's clogged, backed up too. The sink is running slow. Water's backed up everywhere. Oh, please don't overflow.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The Buckeyes are back at the shot for a Big Ten battle with USC.
Live fan coverage starts Wednesday at 5:30 after Common Man and Timmy.
Every game, every season. Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Ohio sports destination.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, one thing our Pella Columbus team is really serious about is to not be salesy or pushy. We're just here to listen and hopefully make your dream a reality.
Oh, I had a dream last night where I went back in time to a dinosaur's birthday party and had to fight a triceratops for the last cupcake.
I meant more like home makeover type of dreams.
Oh, okay. I just got the dinosaur thing.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Increasing clouds throughout the day today with highs getting up right around the freezing mark. But then for tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with lows down into the 20s. For Tuesday, enjoy it as we hit our warmest day in a while with partly sunny skies and highs in the mid to low 40s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, Maddie, NFL season is in the books.
Got to pour one out, man. It's even though I do really enjoy draft season leading up to that. We'll have the combine, I think, either next week or in the next couple of weeks. And March Madness and all that stuff's around the corner. But, yeah, man, the NFL season is come and gone. It's always a sad day, man, when that clock hits triple zeros on Super Bowl Sunday. It's tough, man. It really is.
Yeah, there aren't too many things that can fill that void other than perhaps good weather.
Get outside a little bit.
And then the seasons change, and then all of a sudden, March Madness is great because it carries you for 3 weeks. That's the beauty of it. And so it's not just a one and done. But you're right. There's something about the NFL season getting that book closing that changes everything. I do think, and most people probably agree, that this season will be remembered for Sam Darnold. That his only 5 quarterbacks drafted since in the last 15 years have won the big game. And now he's one of them. Jalen Hurts, Mahomes, obviously a few times, and then Nick Foles and Russell Wilson. Like, it's not anybody from that class, that great class that he was in, that 2018 class. That's the one that is so unpredictable. Now, it's one of those where he landed on a great team. And what I'll remember a little bit is that it's not easy to do this when you're replacing coordinators. Like I saw it happen in Philly, and look what happened to them. They were coming off a Super Bowl. Tua got fired.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then with the Lions, who had to replace both their coordinators. Remember, they laid a dud in the playoff, and this was supposed to be their comeback, but then he had to replace both coordinators, and they couldn't handle it. And so I will kind of remember it as a season that might have been for a couple different teams. But to me, the story of all stories this year will be the most unthinkable. This guy was thrown away. He was a bust. Didn't matter. He was on bad teams. Nobody thought he had the mindset for it, let alone the physical skills for it. And he made everybody rethink whether a quarterback is a true bust or not. I think Darnold's the story.
And you mentioned the loss of the coordinators along the way. He's got to deal with that now again, right?
Yeah.
Because Clint Kubiak after the game, he stamped that, hey, I'm going to be the Raiders head coach, and it looks like they're headed towards drafting Fernando Mendoza. Fernando came out and said he's not throwing at the combine this weekend, right? He did say that. He'll throw at his pro day, but he's not going to throw
that makes sense
at the combine. And so, you maybe watch how some of those guys don't have the chemistry the way that they have with your own guy. It's a bit of a risk, even though it does seem like he's absolutely going to be the guy. One of the biggest takeaways for me is I had to remind myself, Pat Mahomes is coming off a torn ACL. And where are the Kansas City Chiefs and Mahomes going to be next year with obviously an older core of star players? Kelsey's on hole 17 of the back 9 of his career. It feels that way to me. Chris Jones is not a young guy either anymore. But more importantly, Mahomes and his recovery. And so you look at where they're going to be with the guys that they've relied on for so much time. I have no doubt Andy Reid is still one of the best coaches in the sport. But it's also the division that they're in, too, right? Like Denver's here, and they're not going anywhere. The Chargers seem like they're going to be a stout team to deal with for the next few years. And it's a big if, Fernando Mendoza is the guy, we know what that can do to a franchise. And so that division isn't as light as it used to be. But now they're really facing some real adversity going into this offseason. They've got a pretty cool opportunity to draft a really good player, picking 9th overall, I believe is where they are in the first round. But that's, to me, is just one of the biggest storylines is for a guy in a team that just had so much good going on for the longest time, pretty much from Jump Street. Now they are dealing with some real speed bumps, and I can't wait to see how they manage it.
That's a good one. I think this will be the season that we remembered that the big three weren't in the playoffs. Yeah. Like, for me, this was about, and what I'm talking about, the quarterbacks, Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. If you would have told me before this season that that's a bet you could make.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't think anybody would have made it. I don't even know what odds they could have put on it to make you make that bet.
I wouldn't have touched it.
1,000 to 1?
Wouldn't have touched it. Yeah. No way.
I just feel like it might be worth $5.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, I don't because I don't think Kansas City was under pressure. But it really wasn't about anything more than Rashee Rice, right? It was like, okay, can they steady the ship until he comes back?
Yeah.
And part of this, I'll remember that I don't think this is going to turn into Josh Allen's best chance. I think if we learned anything from the Bills this year, they realize they better become more complimentary if they're going to tap into what he can give them. I don't know how easy it's going to be, but this is one of those that when they gave up that lead a year ago to the Kansas City Chiefs with 4 minutes to go, you thought, all right, they need a season where they can get over on the Chiefs. And here the Chiefs weren't even in it, and they couldn't win it. And that's what loses McDermott his job. And so I come back to thinking that I'll remember this season, and this won't take anything away from Seattle, but it's more of this was the year that somebody that didn't have a ring could have gotten one and didn't. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if they'll look back on this and say, this was my chance. This was the year.
And I think that was part of the emotion we saw from Josh Allen after the game.
All three of them, by the way, Lamar, Burrow, and him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because as these years roll on, these guys are about to get into their early 30s and all that. And you never know. Like New England right now, we can sit here and look at how young Drake May is, how good of a coach Vraves is, and all of that. But getting all the way back to that game, I mean, the Bengals are a team right now that just was currently there, right? And you're feeling like, hey, we lost Aaron Donald and the Rams, but we're good. And they haven't even really been making postseason appearances as of late. And so, this game is just pretty crazy. Yeah, for me, it's what's happened in the AFC North at the head coaching position. I mean, this has been a kind of a floating topic, especially with the Steelers part of it. Would they go away from Mike Tomlin over the last couple of years? But now you've got these new faces taking over in Cleveland and Pittsburgh and Baltimore, but specifically Baltimore and Pittsburgh, where you had two pillars in Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin that had been to the top of the mountain, had their teams in the mix more times than not. But now those guys are gone. Tomlin looks like he'll be out of sight, out of mind maybe for a year, and Harbs is over there in New York. But now just resetting after having just familiar faces for almost 2 decades for both those guys, that to me is still surprising. And where we head now with Jesse Minter, young head coach in Baltimore, and now Mike McCarthy and OG coming back to the Steel City. Cannot wait to see what that looks like. But I didn't know if I would ever see I knew the day was coming, but I didn't know if it was right now. I really didn't. Because both teams could have looked at their guy and saying, okay, we know what we're getting from you guys. We can run it back. Each team had an excuse, if you will, to talk themselves into Harbaugh and Tomlin, and they didn't do it. And so that was really one of the big storylines for me is Tomlin and Harbaugh are now officially gone from the AFC North.
Yeah, that's another one before the season. If you would have bet that both would be gone, whether they leave on their own or whether they're fired, you probably wouldn't have taken that bet. I thought I was going to remember this season for Myles Garrett and the sack record. I thought that's a big deal. And then I started weighing another storyline, and I think certainly Garrett's going to win out on this. But if you asked me what the biggest story was going to be before the season, I would have told you Micah Parsons getting traded. Like that to me was that would have stood the test of time. Now, I think what you needed was Green Bay to make some noise. Now, he got injured, and because I thought the Packers were a really good team. I know you liked them before the season started, and the fact that you had Alexander, he left, right? He was gone, and they had signed a couple dudes in free agency, but the question was, is this going to put the Packers over the top and all that, and will Dallas rue the day that they traded Micah Parsons, and it turned out to be, in a weird way, the biggest non-story of the year.
Because of what you mentioned, his availability, right? Like if he's out there wrecking games for Green Bay and playing at the level we know he can play at, there's a little bit more sting there, but he was just not on the field enough. I still think, though, if we were doing like a young core draft in the NFL, the Packers for me would be pretty high up. So if I were a Packer fan, like I would still feel pretty good about that trade. I really would, because they're not an old team by any means. And they do have some playoff experience over the last couple of years. We shall see if Jordan Love and that crew can take it over the top. But that division, AR, I mean, you guys just have the one question mark at quarterback. You get that figured out, then every team in that division is going to have, you know, their quarterback of the future. And there was some interesting news that came out of Atlanta this weekend. You want him back? He's released. He's a free agent again. Uncle Kirk.
I mean, I'll take him over what we got.
Yeah,
but there's no future there, and I don't think he's a Darnold. I don't think that you drop him in that we're competing for a Super Bowl.
I think Darnold's better than Kirk Cousins right now, but I don't think I'll be surprised there, because I think you and I have been on the same page that they're going to bring in some type of competition for J.J. McCarthy. And it won't surprise me if Kirk comes back.
All right, we're going to come back in 2 minutes. We will effort our friend Ian Fitzsimmons, who is coming off his Super Bowl celebration. That's next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. Valentine's Day is about getting it right. When it comes to jewelry, you don't guess, you go to Diamond Seller. Nearly 80 years of trusted experts, luxury collections, and no pressure. Guy to guy, they make it easy. This Valentine's Day, shop Diamond Seller, Sawmill Road, Easton, or DiamondSeller.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Leaky pipes, no hot water, issues with your sewer or drains? When plumbing problems strike, Logan Services is ready to help you out. We offer free estimates on water heaters, water softeners, and drain lines. Whether it's a surprise leak or an aging water tank, we'll give you an honest recommendation so you can take action fast. Don't wait. Schedule your free plumbing estimate now. Fast, friendly service you trust from Logan Services.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Right now, buy 4 windows and get 4 free from Window Nation. Plus, you could get no payments or interest for 2 years. Act now and you'll get an extra 10% off for Valentine's Day. Don't miss out. This offer ends soon. Schedule your quote right now at windownation.com.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Like Yoda, Rothman will limp onto the golf course, talk about how stiff his back is, wonder how he can even make it through a hole, and then proceed to kick your ass. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
The Hawks are the champs, and they were a buzzsaw. The defense, the special teams, the guys you don't really want to talk about but should. Jason Myers, 5 for 5 last night. 2 for 2 on extra points. Michael Dixon, 3 punts inside the 20, including 1 into the coffin corner. So they made sure that momentum wasn't changed. And a man who's been celebrating from kick to finish and then some is our friend Ian Fitzsimmons, who got to witness this as a family affair because his brother Devin joined the Hawks and their special teams coaching room just a couple of years ago. He had been with Carolina, he had the same role with Arizona, and what a journey it's been. And here he is, Ian Fitzsimmons, with us now, the ESPN sideline reporter and more. My man, congrats. I don't even know where to begin. How do you feel?
I'm on about 2 hours of sleep, which was on the plane. The post-party involved Ludacris and T-Pain. So there you go.
That's
right?
a win, man. Wow, that's a win.
Yeah, that's all you got to say. And Ludacris comes on and going, he said, "Hey, this is a private party, so I can mother F and mother Roo and this and that." I mean, it was one for the books, boys. You referenced there, some of his journeys, where from Carolina, to Vanderbilt, to 6 years in Detroit, where, by the way, they had 2 playoff appearances in Detroit, but just the dog road that he's had just a grind through. And as he said last night, my brother, he said the grind is what made the kiss on that Lombardi Trophy so much sweeter. And this is a lesson for anybody listening right now. I don't care what you do, whether you sell insurance or lay asphalt, right? The grind is what makes it great. And that was his whole message to all his team, especially the rookies, right? Even Yori, the hard-hitting safety out of South Carolina, Gray Zabel, their first-round pick out of North Dakota State. The grind is what makes it great.
Yeah.
And when you pay your dues and you put the work in, that's what makes it that much sweeter. So I'm in awe. I never dreamed that I would see little bro be a Super Bowl champion. And here he is.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah, it's awesome, Fitzy. Congrats to you and yours, man. Doesn't get much better than that. We talked off the top about the game, and just early on, it just felt like New England up front was in trouble, and you were in the building for that. Just talk about the relentlessness that you felt from that defensive front and just the defense as a whole getting after Drake May yesterday.
Well, when we talked last Monday, right, I mentioned to you guys, man, it's the left side of that New England offensive line with 2 rookies, and Will Campbell's the top 5 pick, and he's going to be a badass. I mean, he is. But when you have 2 rookies against that front, like Leonard Williams, man. I mean, Leonard Williams is a decade in the league, and still racking up, double-digit sacks. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence, Byron Murphy, Mafi. I mean, that front is nasty, and that's what Mike McDonald, head coach of the Seahawks, went after, and as I would have also. I mean, they attacked that left side and just got after Drake May's ass. That defense was not just last night, by the way, guys. I mean, all year they have been sensational, but last night it was vicious, and I do mean vicious. Derek Hall had 2 sacks last night. Murph is hog tying guys, just freeing up linebackers, and they weren't hunting, they were stalking prey. And they feasted. It was beyond impressive to watch. It really was. So I see you're spot on, man. I mean, they got after that left side of that New England offensive line, and man, they ate like kings. There you go.
They really did. Talk to me about what your brother kind of has imparted to you on Mike McDonald. He is not a guy that was a star player, right? He played in high school, and he went to Georgia. He was a finance major, and he got on to be like a grad assistant, and now he's a Super Bowl winning coach. It's a pretty unlikely story as well.
Yeah, Fitz loves him, man. I mean, absolutely loves him. When he was asked after the game in the NFC Championship game about playing the Rams for a 3rd time, he had a very simple message, and they made T-shirts out of this. AR, can't make it up. He said, "We did not care," and that all the players were walking around all week with these T-shirts that just said, "We did not care." That's Mike McDonald. He is very succinct. When he walked into the post party and hoisted the Lombardi, all the players It wasn't the families, right? That formed a line for him to walk through. A celebratory, tunnel. It was the players. The players loved that guy, and guess what? They did not care, and it was remarkable to watch. And he is just a leader of men. And when you see the players at the professional level, you see it in college, right? I mean, but in the pro ranks, so to have that admiration and that love for your head coach, that's rare. And it was awesome to watch. It really was.
Take us inside the stadium, Fitzy. Pro Seattle, pro New England, split down the middle, like the energy and the fan base. What would you feel in there?
Yeah, I go 60-40 Seattle.
Okay.
New England travels, man. I mean, it was impressive. They did. So I'm not gonna rip the hell out of, especially Braves. Man, you guys know Braves. Man, I've known him for 25 years. He was. This is Mike Vrabel to a T. So my brother is on the 50, right, about 2 hours per kick, and Vrabel comes up to him and asking about my daughters. How are Rowan and Marin? Are you kidding me? You're playing for the damn Super Bowl, right? You're going for a Lombardi. And Vrabel is so classy that he's asking my baby brother, right, about my kids. I mean, it was remarkable. But the Ice, I'd say 60-40 Seattle overall. But it was beyond classy. There wasn't like fights in the stands and this and that. Of course, my brother Kevin almost got into one. But anyway, that's a whole other.
That's the story I want to hear.
Exactly.
That's a whole other story for this time.
On the coffin corner, you guys referenced, right?
Yeah.
Which was a great punt, and that was a momentum changer. I mean, it really was. I mean, because you pinned New England deep, and if you remember, it was, I think, 3 and out, and then a punt, and then we got, we got field position and ended up getting 3 points out of it. And, a game like that, points are invaluable. But so some Patriot fan was behind Gavin, and he goes, "Well, that was lucky as hell. Should have gone out of bounds." And Gavin turns around and goes, "Lucky? You want to try it again?" And guy comes back and mouths off. Remember, by the way, my brother is a Helitech firefighter, right? And a wilderness mountain ranger. He has muscles in his eyelids. I turned to this guy going, "Dude, you're not going to win this. Just, we're good.
Yeah.
Everything's fine." And the guy, he backed down in a hurry. But when Kevin bowed up, I was like, "Oh, God, you don't want any part of that. I promise you. I promise you." That was the only close fight that I saw. And it happened to be with my brother. There you go.
That's right, of course.
There it is.
Well, listen, it was 6-0 at the time, so they needed something to get themselves going. It was. Were you ever concerned? I don't think concern was even in the building, but I thought intrigue was. And at 19-7, I think it was even 19-7 when May scrambles up the gut. He finally uses his legs, and then there's about 8.5 to go. And if they go down and score there, obviously it's a one-possession game. Were you ever in the stands thinking, here they come, or no?
No, you know what? I was nervous as hell on Sam Darnold's first 3 passes.
Yes.
Go back and watch it, guys. I mean, those are tight windows. I mean, very tight windows, like 6 inches to feed that ball in. And I'm going, oh my God! If he keeps this up, I mean, there's going to be a pick 6. There is, but there wasn't. I mean, he was on target all night, and he made smart decisions. Right? That was that was probably the most nervous I was. It was the first 2 possessions for Seattle, where Darnold's just trying to fit this ball into a window. I'm like, what the hell's he looking at? And man, he did it. I mean, and he was very smart. If you remember, there's a 3rd and 4. Early in the first quarter, and he throws one away. Just airmails it. I'm like, that's a throw that Darnold is not doing, right? He's going to try and force that damn thing into a window where he can't. But he made the smart decision. So, all in all, man, I still can't believe it, guys. I really can't. Pat Chun, former, you guys know Pat.
Yep.
Longtime Buckeye. man, now the 80 at Washington. I get off the plane and I got a text message from him. I got Drew Brees sent a text. I mean, are you kidding me? Adam Vinatieri, just I never dreamed little brother would be, being, sized for a ring, and you guys are gonna make me cry. I mean,
you should, man. It's awesome, and live it up. Just relive every moment. They can never take this one away, man. Yep. You got a Super Bowl ring in your family, and it's massive for a guy that loves and has been around the sport your whole life. And so enjoy. The only thing that could have made it better is if Myers would have won MVP. That's the only thing that would have made it better.
Hey, by the way, he had a shot, right?
He had a shot.
K9 goes for $137. I mean, and Myers has 5 damn field goals. Hey, going back to Braves, right? Vrabel should have been the MVP, right? When they beat the Eagles, touchdown catch, 8 tackles, 2 sacks, and they gave it to Tom Brady. So the running back trumps a kicker,
no doubt,
and the quarterback trumped an edge rusher. So there you go.
My man, get a good nap in, and we'll talk to you next week, brother. Congrats again. Thank you.
Dude, I'm not sleeping for a month. Are you kidding me? I mean, hell with it. Screw it, man. I mean, little bro, you can't, as Pat Chun said, you can't take it away. You are a Super Bowl champion for life.
That's
Done.
awesome.
End of story. Unbelievable.
Awesome, my man. Thanks for making time for us. I know you just landed, brother. We appreciate you. Be well. Congrats again.
Hey, man, you guys are football family. Anytime for you all. You know that.
Thanks, pal. There he is. Ian Fitzsimmons with us, sideline reporter for ESPN in the house in Santa Clara, watching his brother win a Super Bowl championship. We'll come back with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Right now, buy 2 windows and get 2 free and 0% financing for 36 months, plus $500 off your project. Restrictions apply. Call 614-502-5220. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Chronic pain can make life feel impossible, but at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough that's giving people real hope. Stem wave therapy.
It has fundamentally changed the way I look at cases after 30 years in practice. So when we talk about regenerative medicine, we're talking about these types of devices.
That's Dr. Tony DeCesaro, one of the nation's authorities on stem wave therapy.
Been around for about 30 years in Europe. Now it's really taken a real foothold. People are tired of just using pills that really cover everything up and they don't really heal.
This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response.
It's about giving hope, right? That there are options.
QC Kinetics. Harness the power of stem wave and get relief now. Your first treatment is only $49. Call for your consultation here in Columbus, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. If you are retired or in the planning stages, we can help you maximize your income. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Join Rothman Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan. Get Eco.
Eco is giving away $500 in free repairs whenever you buy a new water heater.
Helps restore balance to the universe.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna make you cool again, HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Common Man here for Worthington Jewelers. I'm with the boss, Bob Capace, and his boss, Teresa Capace. Bob, Valentine's Day's around the corner. Did you get something for the lovely Mrs. Capace?
We're not doing presents for each other this year.
Since when?
Uh-oh, Bobby. Sounds like you're in the doghouse.
Don't make the same mistake I made. Let Worthington Jewelers get your special someone the best Valentine's surprise.
Worthington Jewelers, located on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com.
Where Columbus gets engaged.
My advisor at Plant Moran Wealth Management knows my definition of wealthy. Rescue animals. Everywhere. So, my husband and I bought property and opened a sanctuary. It's our happy place. And from the sound of it, it's their happy place too.
You have your own personal definition of wealthy. Plant Moran Wealth Management knows it takes a personal approach to get you there. Experience the difference with Plant Moran Wealth Management. Book a consultation today.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by McDaniel GM Superstore. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, TLC, take us home, my man.
All right, let's start here. Tell the truth. Is your football battery out of juice, or are you already upset that there will not be any football next weekend? And be honest. We're talking about the truth.
Tell the truth. So are you asking me whether or not...
Some huffing and puffing, but no words over there.
Kind of like a James Laurinaitis or something.
No.
All right,
hang on. Let me give you one of those.
What is it?
Yeah, I mean... All right.
Shout out to Jay.
I'm just trying to make sure I understand the question clearly.
Okay.
That, you're saying, am I more depressed that there's no football next week, NFL-wise, playoff-wise, than I am that I'm relieved that I'm kind of done talking about it because we've done it since September?
Along those lines, sure. I mean, I don't...
I'm on the side where I'm a hair. If I was just stepping over the line into depression,
50,
not
51%.
all the way there. Yeah, I'm about 50, 55, 45. That I wish we had another game, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
it's not because that I absolutely need to see a game every week of the year. It's because for some reason that game didn't give me enough satisfaction to go into the offseason with. I love the playoffs. I love the story. I love all the big picture around it. I wish the game was a little more compelling to send me into the offseason.
You know what could
I
help
feel
you?
like I wanted a little more last night.
Oh, don't even.
You know what could help you?
I know what you're about to say. Don't even.
Game 2 was this weekend. This Sunday.
Wow.
See,
I know. See, I don't.
See?
That's not what I thought you were
Game
saying.
There's so much emotion that goes into that game. If you knew it was a best of 3,
Your emotion would change, I think, because then we'd be sitting here talking about, can New England bounce back? What can they do? They're going home for game 2.
They're going back.
Whatever it is. Maybe that would scratch that itch for
That's
you.
That's amazing you brought that up.
All right. Well, here's the thing, TLC. I'm actually okay, man. I'm at peace.
Oh, wow.
I'm at peace. Got all the college football out of the way. The NFL is now done. But I think I am in...
I don't think I need college football ever again. I think I'm good.
I think I'm in the minority with this because I do get excited about spring training tweets starting. Like I'm one of those people. Like I'm that guy. I'm that guy. And look, we're knee deep in the NBA.
I'll give it to you, Rothman.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's fine. Like I
Well
said,
done.
I know I'm in the minority, but I love me some baseball. You guys like tennis and golf, so we're all in the minorities with certain things we like outside of football. But college basketball, NBA, I'm good right now, man. I in the draft to take care of my football itch in the next couple months.
I am looking forward to the fantasy baseball draft
Fire two of them off because I'm with you. So that's two for us.
That's better than spring training.
No, but I'm just saying, like fantasy baseball. Like we deserve because I'm with you.
That was the double point.
double up for us.
Didn't you say that if there was a rule where you could only have one fantasy team, baseball would be the fantasy team you would keep? I swear you said that.
Yeah, I did because it covers the most months. And you have to make a decision every day.
It gets me back to football quicker.
Yeah, and
football, it really does.
Maddie knows this about me. Fantasy football has given me so many more horrible disappointments.
So much pain.
So much pain because I feel like I'm kind of like I don't want to gong this.
Like Fitzsimmons with the Drew Brees and Vinatieri text?
Yeah, that was pretty good, but nice. I have a feeling that was for his brother, not for him.
Oh, he made it seem like they texted him. That's how I
read it as Breeze texted his brother, but you're right. We need clarity on that.
Okay.
Because they are from Louisiana. So that
would make sense. Yeah.
I feel like I've had this Marino, Tarkenton, get close, no ring, and I just feel like that's going to be my story. So you're right. I mean, hockey's the same way. Hockey is a long fantasy season. And you have to make a decision but there's a different hockey. You know the guys are playing. Baseball, you don't even know they're playing half the time.
I can't believe that you can hang that long with fantasy baseball. My only experiences, the few that I've had, have all been the exact same with fantasy baseball. We're all excited in March and April, and by June, everybody forgets who is even on their team.
You're not logging enough. Yeah, you're not logging enough bathroom time.
No,
clearly,
but it's got to be a team effort.
A lot of the best
you can't
trades
be the
and
only
moves.
guy who cares, because then why would you care if no one else does? And so it is a joint reduction in the interest. Like I said, by May.
I have no idea whether this is factual or not, but for me, it does fast forward the sports calendar, having something every day to go to. And then I'm like, here we are. Kind of training camps and OTAs are starting. And then before you know it, it's week 1.
Yeah, the worst part about the Olympics for me is that I can't update my fantasy hockey team for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, good stuff. Hey, again, happy birthday, TLC. What are you doing real quick? Anything dinner tonight or
crab cakes?
Okay.
That was my request.
Crab cake. Here we go.
And no football.
Before we go, you miss anything from our show, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you have to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3. We'll be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the podcast as well. Common Man and Timmy coming up next. No Timmy. Olentangy's finest. The national champ Joshua Perry is in from 3 to 6 with Common Man, and they will recap all things Super Bowl 60.
Sounds good. We will talk to you tomorrow. Full boat starting at noon. Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Catch T-Bone and Tyvis weekday mornings from 6 to 9. If you're not completely satisfied, we'll rewind time and erase your brain.